Hello YouTube, Hawaiian Citizen here. We have another watch review, and as promised, it took me a while, but I just wanted to do the satellite wave for those that were interested in it. Um, so this is the wave here. This is one of my prized watches here, and let me actually show you where it all started. Let me show you guys. So my very first watch when I started really getting into watches was this watch here. It's actually a simple Fossil watch. It's a chronograph. And one reason I like Fossil watches as well is they came up with this new band style where you can easily remove the bands with no tool, just by simply pulling that button and interchanging them very nicely. But as soon as I got that watch, I started getting into more technical watches, and I'm the kind of person that likes things that don't take a lot of maintenance, where you can just kind of do it yourself. So these Citizen watches, as you know, have EcoDrive built into them, which means they will be charged by any source of light. So sometimes when I keep these in my room and my room's kind of dark, I'll bring it out, set it next to the window all day, and it'll pretty much get like a 75% charge by the end of that day, and it'll usually last probably for around a year or so. But I always just break it out. I like to let it see sun. So, but back to the Citizen Wave. That was just a little side note. The satellite wave, I believe it's a UB60. I could be wrong. But this is an older version. They have many versions now. But I really like this one because this model here is supposed to simulate a pilot jet. If you could see inside, you could see kind of how it's jagged in there. That's supposed to replicate uh, a plane engine, like spinning in the, on the inside. So I think they have two versions of this. I think they have the green and the blue. Trying to get it focused. iPhone, man. Set it down. There you go. So this Citizen satellite wave is made out of titanium. It has black and I guess you could call it silver. But I really like the design on this. You see how it kind of cuts out right there in the case. Black. It's a little two-tone, but not overdoing it. It's really nice. In the middle, it has this black distinctive line going through the watch band. The Citizen cutout. And let me show you guys the back. The back is, nobody else really sees the back unless you're the one wearing it. But this one, I really like the way it's black on the outside. And another side note, most titanium watches, I have had the older version of the Citizen Skyhawk that had this style of back. They usually have this cutout back, and I can show you the differences. Set this down with the stainless steel Skyhawk. Just a side view. If you guys ever want to see these watches reviewed one-on-one, I'll show you guys, but I do have the um, silver Skyhawk. I do have the black Skyhawk. I also have the Blue Angel Skyhawk. I got them both all in titanium version. Okay, so this is titanium. Side by side, you can tell titanium because it's a little darker shade than stainless steel. But the titanium versions have this type of back. You see, stainless steel, they have it's like a solid back. They probably make the titaniums that way so it looks a little probably a little lighter. Less material obviously means less weight, but so that is one way to tell if it's titanium or not with newer versions of the Citizen Skyhawks. Let me take care of this later. Okay, but the Skyhawk, the Satellite Wave is actually really nice on the wrist. It's very big, but not being overly big. You know, if you're, it's not like a diesel. It's really simple. On here we have the 24 and 12 hour. It has the day there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday there. And if you see the L1, L2, L3 there, that is the level of charge. I'm sorry, I'm moving around too much, you guys. I'm just trying to get it in all different views. I want to show you guys how it all looks. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm trying to get it so you guys can view it very nicely. Okay, so that's the chart. You can see how it charges there. And it does have, tell you the time zone in multiple time zones and countries. As you can see, for example, you see London there, New York City, LAX, Sydney, Tokyo, blah, 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 Chicago, everywhere, Denver. So that's just, something awesome that all these watches have, all the atomic time watches that I have at least, which are the Navihawks and the Skyhawks. You can change it immediately to wherever you are, and you don't have to necessarily do it manually. You can actually just press and hold the bottom button for 3 seconds, keeping it still facing the sky, in clear view of the sky, and it will catch on to your location and it will change. I've been reading a lot. I follow Citizen on Facebook, and every time they post Satellite Wave, there's always that one guy that says, I've been having problems with my Satellite Wave, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of see why, because as you can see, all of my atomic time watches are synced up to the time. Let me show you. They're synced up to atomic time. I don't know if satellite time runs a little different, but you can just see that they're all in sync. The Navihawks, all in sync. But when you look at the Satellite Wave, where is it? It's a little, it runs a couple seconds faster, and I've actually tried to sync it up to the time zone. I did all of them at the same time, the same spot, and they catch on. But the Satellite Wave, I don't know if it's because satellite time's just a different time. I don't know. But it just isn't the same as atomic time. But it doesn't bother me because I don't care if I'm a minute or ahead. Because I always set my clocks ahead of time on purpose. so I'm never late. But yeah, if there's anything I missed, I just wanted to show you guys a quick review of this really nice watch, the Satellite Wave. I recommend Citizen watches to everybody. As I said before, they're mid-range watches. You can get them for under 1,000, and even for under 500 if you buy it off like Amazon, or under 400 if you buy it from me in California. So if you're ever interested and you're in the state of California, obviously I will not sell you my Satellite Wave for that price, but I would sell these watches all here for around $450, $300, depending if you wanted the titanium or not. The Navihawks. Yes, well, thank you for watching as always. And you know, if you saw a watch that you have or were thinking about buying that I have, I can do a little 101 for you and show you every angle of the watch, just so you can be more comfortable with your buy. Okay, well, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.